you're in a very good division, a stacked division. There's so many big fights for you out there now. Have you had time to sort of sit down, chat with your team about maybe what you want to do next, unification fights and all the other big fights that are out there for you?
Yeah, of course. I've talked to my team plenty of times about this.
Hmm.
There's a few different avenues we could go. Um, a lot of things are on the table right now,
Yeah.
but we're just taking it step by step. Um, I think I might have a fight here pretty soon. Not pretty soon, but early in the year, early next year,
Hmm.
and
That
we're just gonna take that fight first, focus on that, and then after that, there's gonna be some big fights coming my way.
because you've got the likes of Nick Ball, obviously WBA. When you look at this list here, Ray Vargas, Rafael Espinoza, these are all like exciting fights, no matter who you match up against each other.
Yeah,
You must be looking at that going, you know what, fight after fight is just an absolute banger.
yeah, I know. The featherweight division right now is a stacked division, filled with a lot of great talent. And I'm just happy to be in the mix with all of them. And I think any of those champions would make for a great fight with me. I bring the action, they bring the action. So, I think the fans would really enjoy a
Hmm.
fight between, Nick Ball, Espinosa, or Ray Vargas.
Is there one in particular you've got your eye on? Obviously, Nick Ball's making a lot of noise this side of the pond where we are. He's done his thing out in Saudi Arabia, become world champion. A lot of people think he should have been unified world champion when he had the fight against Ray Vargas. Is he someone you look at and go, you know what, that's the big fight?
Yeah, definitely. Eventually, I would like that fight with Nick Ball if the opportunity presents itself.
Hmm.
Um, but other than that, I know Ray Vargas would make for a great fight as well. Rafael Espinosa. But if I'll just take all comers.
In
And
terms,
go ahead.
sorry, no, I cut you off. Go on, you finish.
And if the fight with Nick Ball presents itself, then we'll take it.
Everyone always dreams of becoming world champion in boxing. Everyone says that, I want to become world champion. But now you're there now. Obviously, you talk about unifications. Do you see yourself in this division long term? Can you see yourself moving up? Where are sort of the ceilings in terms of where you'll go to?
What was a question again? I'm sorry.
In terms of like your weight at the minute operating at featherweight, I know you've just become champion and there's opportunities there for you to unify, have some big fights. But do you ever see yourself, once you've done what you need to do at this weight class, do you look and go, you know what, I may be able to make super feather and challenge up there? How do you sort of see it mapping out?
Yeah, eventually I feel great at in the featherweight division right now. Um, as I think I'll stay here for a few more years until my body asks for me to move up. But right now, I see myself, taking over the 126-pound division.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I unify, whether Inoue comes up, I would like any of those fights. Uh, I'm here for a legacy, and I want to, establish my name. And to do that, you got to fight the best.
You don't have many people mentioning Naoya Inoue's name. Would you be willing to welcome him into the division and take him on? He obviously fought very recently against TJ Dehaney. Obviously, TJ he's back. I think went in the fight. Is that a fight you'd welcome with open arms? A fight against Inoue if he was coming up?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I would like that fight. Hopefully, we could make it here in the U.S.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's something that I would like to do.
What do you make of him? Obviously, he is what he is. He's got a lot of power, carries a lot of power. He's blasted his way through the weight classes.
Yeah.
People are talking fantasy fights of him moving up all the way and fighting a Javante Davis. But obviously, for him to go through these weight classes, there's likes of yourself with a belt there who's saying, "Look, come into the division and we can make it happen." He's a megastar in Japan. I know Bob Arum's talking about bringing him to the States. Is that you potentially could get yourself into that fight?
Yeah, of course. I think Inoue is pound for pound one of the best right now, and I would love the opportunity to fight him and showcase my skill, showcase the type of fighter I am against him.
When you look at a guy like that, do you look at him and obviously with as fans and media, we watch him and we analyze the great stuff he does. But as a fighter, do you look at him and go, you know what? If I was to fight him, I know how I could beat that guy because he's showing a lot of how good he is. He got dropped, I think, in the fight before. But do you look at that and think, I've got the answer to this?
Yeah, of course, of course. I think that's in the fighter's nature is to do that. Um, I do see him for what he is. I do appreciate his style, the way he fights and all that. He's a great fighter, and you can take nothing away from him. But as a fighter, you know, I'm in this game to win, and it's a competitive sport. So I'm gonna do anything I possibly can to try to find any flaws I can on him.
I'm just being like what we call nosy. I've just seen you've got all your credentials on the wall for all the events you've attended. How many of them have you got on